Tyson, great to see you.
Yeah.
In terms of where you're at with this fight, how relevant is the first 12 rounds once the first bell rings on Saturday night? Will it be round 1, complete fresh start, or in a number of ways is it round 13?
It's always round 13 in any rematch, I suppose. Yeah, I've had plenty of them. Yeah, round 13 for sure. And I was coming on strong in the last round too, so it should be a good round for me, first one.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, do you think that he can be better? I've seen people in your team, Frank Warren, people like that sort of saying, that was a really good Fury performance. In a number of ways, they don't think Usyk can be better. I wonder what your take on that is. Can he be better in your mind, or was that the best Usyk?
I don't want him to be the best he's ever been. Yeah, hopefully I get the best version of him. If there's anything wrong with him last time, I hope he's 1,000,000% better and I get the best version of him on Saturday.
Lots been made about what your weight will be on the night. Are you heavier this time round?
About 20 stone at the moment, just over.
Okay. And what benefit do you think that will have?
More power in the punches.
Do you think your best performances have come when you're slightly heavier? People always talk about the second Wilder fight when you came in heavier. And
I think so, yeah. When a 20 stone man hits you on the jaw compared to a man at 17, it's a bit different, for sure. I'm going to beat him that bad on Saturday. He ain't going to want a rematch, but listen, I think people do a lot of stuff for a right few quid, don't they? So crazier things have happened at sea.
Just before your fight, literally right before, Luke Littler is playing in the darts. And you might think, why is that relevant? But I just wonder if there's a parallel there. He shot to prominence as a teenager. You had the weight of the world on your shoulders as a teenager when you broke through. Just wonder if there's one piece of advice you can give to a young sports star like that coming through, what you would say.
Show no love. Love will get you killed. You know what? Everyone's got a different dynamic and a different path. Just got to do what you got to do. That's it. My advice to any sports star would be save your few quid and invest it wisely, because it's not a long career and there's plenty of life after your job. And if you end up brassic, you've done it wrong. So you need to invest your money wisely and get good people around you. Get a good lawyer, a good person, good manager, a good whoever is looking after you, because that's probably the most important thing. Because I've known many fighters who's made plenty of money and sports people, and they've got nothing left, and they're always down about it. And I'm not going to mention any names, but I've had a fighter say to me, I wish I'd have took that fight, I wish I'd have made them extra millions. But my answer to them was, if you've already spent 40, 50, you'd have spent 70, no problem. Do you know what I mean? So you got to be a bit clever and a bit smart, and it's a long life after the boxing game's finished. So yeah, or any game, darts, whatever it might be.
Do you still love boxing?
Do I still love it?
Yeah.
I do it every single day of my life, forever, until I die. So yeah, I'd say so.
Because there's that saying, I read it in Andre Ward's book, which is like, boxing loves you until it doesn't love you back, and when it doesn't love you back, it's the time to get out. So I should have asked that first. Like, do you still love it? I mean,
I am deeply in love. It's one of the things. I've been away for months on end. I've not even spoken to my wife in over 3 months now. Not one word, because I'm enjoying myself in my training camp, and I don't want to go from being a husband and a dad to a beast.
Is that the way
I want to
it has
stay in
to be?
beast mode.
It
doesn't have to be like that, no. But I've chose that route for this fight. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to it all and getting in there and doing what I've got to do. But going back onto that question, am I still in love with boxing? Heavily, because I couldn't picture a life without me going to the gym. Forget the performing under the lights, all that sort of stuff. Forget the money side of it. I'm on about the actual love of going to the gym and hitting the heavy bag or hitting some pads. I just have random people, like local people in Morecambe, coming in holding pads for me and stuff. Let's do 12 rounds, let's do 10 rounds. I love it. I couldn't imagine a life where a man would not want to train. I couldn't picture a life with not training. Although I had 3 years without training, and it was the worst 3 years of my whole life ever. The day I stopped training is the day I get carried down the aisle to the grave. That's it. That's the day I stopped training.
Last one. Have you had this before, this sort of mentality that you're talking about now? This almost like, I don't know, caveman, warrior type, keeping myself away from family for 3 months, not talking to anyone. Have you had this before, or would you say this is the first time you've been in this sort of mindset?
I've had to have had it, and I've conquered the world many times. So I've had to have had this mentality many times, but this is it's a good one for me. I like the challenge, The last fight was a close one. He got it by a point, and that wasn't my greatest night. That was probably one of my worst. Although I did perform well, I thought.
Yeah. Well, you said in the ring offers, I boxed well there.
I did box well.
Yeah.
I did box well, but I never got the result. And this time I'm very eager to do more. If he ain't 50% better, he's beat to a pulp. Put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been as confident as I am today than I am on Saturday night. To do a demolition job on a cruiserweight. That's what I'm here to do.
He was God devastating.
Constant pressure.
Don't be afraid.
We've got to put that behind us.
They have to do it all.